we'll get right on that with thinking.
Yeah, we will
Get right on that with drinking.
And what are we going to get drinking today? We've got local brewery that we're supporting today. Hopefully, we can keep supporting them as long as this is good.
Well, yeah, as long as this is, yeah, that's true. That is important.
I feel pretty confident that this is, this is going to be all right. And yeah, that's what we've got for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And today, the beverage we are about is from I think we could probably safely say the most recently opened brewery here in Tucson.
Yeah,
can we say that?
I think that's safe. Totally safe.
Yes. And I don't know if was yesterday their first day? We're talking about Dragoon Brewing is who we're talking about.
Yes. Yeah, it was their first day was Friday the 27th. They opened their tap room for the first time to let people come in and start experiencing and tasting a couple of their beers, which they do have two. We only have one to try today,
right? But
they do have two. They have a Stronghold Session Ale, which is just a little over 4.7%, so just kind of a nice...
Session. So it is okay. So then it couldn't be all that. Why was I thinking it would be malty?
You have a very strange aversion to, like, if you think anything may be
lately,
malty.
Yeah, I know.
There's trouble. You've got to get out of that.
I'm way too hop-focused right now. I must...
And that works out well, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's what we do have today.
That is good.
We do have the Dragoon IPA. This was, I think you just got this yesterday, right?
I did.
Okay.
It was filled yesterday. I bought 3 of them. Bought one for myself, one for you, and one for Eric Gasson.
Oh,
and I told disclosure, you guys did reimburse me.
Yeah, that's true. That was full disclosure.
I'm somewhat total. Yeah, I'm not. I'm somewhat generous, but that would have been extremely generous.
That would have been very generous. No,
yes.
I just appreciate you picking it up.
Sure.
That to me is good generosity.
That was fun.
And very excited. New brewery. Neither of us have had it. Haven't touched it. Haven't even sipped any of it. So this is. Wait, you're making a face. I'm not. Oh no. Have you had some of this? Did you dive into yours already?
I told you I tried it, but I didn't analyze it yesterday. I just.
He always takes all the fun out of it.
I just drank it.
Okay.
I offered to drop yours off to you yesterday.
That's true, but because I knew I'd be tempted, so that's why I did.
Yeah, no.
So I understand the temptation.
Yeah, so I had to. Okay. I did try it, but not with an analytical mind, just with hey, I'm gonna have a beer tonight. Yeah, I know there's a little.
Yeah, I'm kind of making sure it doesn't overflow.
So have we mentioned who is one of the, or we can speak of the 3, but at least the one person that we know.
Yes.
Eric Green. And our listeners and followers know.
Yeah.
Is Eric Green, who has contributed many times to our show with his knowledge, actually sitting in on podcasts. And so Eric and his father. And
yes, and then his friend
Tristan. Have opened Dragoon Brewing, and
they were going to go with the title of Triad of Power, but they thought that was a little too much.
Triumvirate of Power.
So they decided, Dragoon was a little more subtle. And I do like, actually, this logo is very cool.
It is very cool.
It's very nice.
No, I was happy to order the to order the 3 growlers yesterday. That's something I've never done before. Walked in and said, "Hey, I need 3 growlers of your IPA."
So what are the vital stats on this? You can pick this up. I'm not sure how often their tap room is going to be open as of right now, so that'll kind of be a little something that you'll have to check on their website, which we'll have a link to at AboutBeverages.com. But it is about 7.5% alcohol, and I believe is it $12 for the growler?
Correct.
$12 for the beer inside. If you do not have a growler and need to buy one there, that's another $8. So it could be up to $20.
Yeah, and I think I read on their website that it could be another growler, but it has to have nothing on it.
Has to have no logo.
No
so
logo
you could
of any kind.
If you actually buy growlers from your local homebrew shop and they're completely unlabeled, you can bring those down there. That's correct. Yes. Yeah. All right, let's get right to it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I've already done too much talking. We already skipped something. We were so excited to see right to it. All of a sudden I realized.
Who cares about the damn thing?
Yeah.
Well, that's how Eric does it, though. When he's judging beer, he doesn't really go for the color first. He goes right to the aroma, because
that's true.
But we've just got a nice clear,
super clear, very very clear,
yellow copper color.
Yeah.
Copper yellow.
Beautiful color.
Yeah.
Just nice little bit of carbonation there. I don't think he mentions on the site, but I'd appreciate he should mention what kind of hops he uses in here, because a couple of these do definitely smell familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on them.
Well, I get the savory hop.
A little bit of that. There's a little fruity in there too, a little citrus something. So I don't know if it's like a.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both of those in there.
It smells really good.
Yeah, that does have a nice aroma. You know what's funny? Well, I would say it even smells different than it did to me yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yes, but once again, I was not being analytical.
You completely analyze it. You already have tasting notes up for it.
I do. It's already ready.
Yeah,
so
it's
you
done.
Can go and check them out right now. Here they are. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that just smells super balanced, but balanced between the savory and like grapefruity kind of.
Not well. I get okay. All right. I was saying I don't really get I get the savory. I don't know about the.
You don't get. Okay.
I do get, and I get some fruit. I didn't know if I specifically get grapefruit. So, but you are, your
Oh, no.
your senses are
you're
on.
about to go way too far.
Your senses are on alert right now.
I appreciate it.
All right. From now on, that's what my tasting notes are just going to be. Gold.
Yeah.
Aroma, yes. Yes.
Well, that would be like Starbucks coffee bag tasting information. Have you ever looked at their bags of coffee?
No.
If you pick one up, it'll say bold, fresh, French. It's like 3 to 4 words. Like it doesn't expound on anything.
Very generic type thing.
Yeah. It's like I actually imagine them sitting in somewhere with a hat in the middle of the table with all of these words thrown in, and yep.
Well, that'll work.
And maybe they have different hats. Maybe they have like, okay, if we're dealing with a French roast, you only pull from this one. If you're dealing with, their blonde roast or something, you pull from here. And
looks good.
yeah, we put a little more effort to it at Arbuckle.
That's obvious.
Should I go first, since you kind of had some of this yesterday?
I think that'd be a good idea.
So you can probably tell by my glass, which normally when we taste, we don't make it through quite as much. So I definitely, this is pretty good.
Yes.
I really like this. It's got, it's very bitter at the back. It's very strong, but that grapefruit note I think kind of comes through.
Yeah.
And what I like about this compared to, and for some reason the comparison's hitting me probably because we just had it. We recently had the Dale's Pale Ale from Oscar Blues recently on a podcast when we were doing our canned beer stuff, which you can find it in the archives if you want to watch that.
Of course, you should go back. Watch it again.
You should watch
Even
it.
if you
compare and contrast.
Go watch it again.
And that was also very bitter, but the complexity wasn't there. I think there's more complexity in this, and I think there's a little bit more body. There's a little more kind of oily, like mouthfeel to this, which I really like.
No, yeah,
and so that's kind of that's what makes it really good.
Yeah.
The only thing I would like personally would be, like I said, it seems like I'm a little more toward if there's a little more malt or a little bit of sweetness in there, but not much. I mean, I think that's very good. Like I said, that's very drinkable. I'd love that with, especially summer here, some nice food or something like that. Nice food, just very generic.
As opposed to not nice food.
Exactly, as opposed to garbage.
Mean food.
No, like, I'm always thinking burger and brats and things like that. I would love that to fight through some of those fattier things. I think that would be pretty awesome. So now that I've monopolized all the time.
No, that's great. Yeah, like I said, honestly, yesterday I was very tired when I got home from work. It's been a busy couple of days, and then driving down, braving the traffic to head down to Grant and the freeway. I was just tired, and I honestly, as weird as it sounds, I just felt like pouring this and just drinking it and not thinking, oh, is it this or is it that? What does it smell like? And I enjoyed it yesterday, and now today with it on the table, with us doing a little bit more analyzing of it, I very much agree with what you've got going with what you're saying there. I mean, what a great way for them to burst onto the beer scene here in Tucson. I mean, Eric's been a part of the beer scene for a long time, but to actually with his own brewery. With their own brewery, that's quite good.
Yeah, I really think that's quite tasty, and it's amazing too. You get, IPAs from other local breweries here in town that I've had, and they're just not near as flavorful. Like I don't know if they don't understand what an IPA should be, and not that it needs to always completely knock you over the head.
No,
but your, go-to, year-round IPA should be nice and
the
flavorful.
Flagship
should
IPA.
Be flavorful, not completely over the top, and I think that's what this is. I think it's just a really great balance of flavors, and I really like it, and now I actually have to go down there. We need to have them on a podcast, too.
And we will. I talked to Eric yesterday. I actually met Eric and Tristan yesterday, and Eric said things are a little crazy right now, which certainly is understandable.
Get out.
That's good, because that means success and good things are happening. So we like to hear that, but he said he would definitely, we could work something out. He'll let us know, try to plan something in advance to either go down there That'd be fun, actually. Go down there. Maybe we can get a little tour. We do a little video tour.
We could do either way with that. That'd be great.
Some sort of tasting, or just I actually have some questions for him. Actually, that some stuff was popping up in my head today that. Some things that probably only Eric can answer for us. So we will definitely revisit that.
And it makes me interested to try the session too.
Yes,
like I said, that'll be interesting to see kind of what.
I should have gotten 6 growlers of beer yesterday. It was kind of funny though. I got all 3 of them and I put them in my front seat. I put the seatbelt across there. I had to make sure they were secure for the ride home. So, and they were.
All right. Well, awesome. Well, head on over to the website at AboutBeverages.com and check out the tasting notes for this beer from this IPA, I should say, from Dragoon Brewing. And while you're there, check out all the other stuff that we have going on. Look at the drink database. Follow us on Facebook.
What's the we could have the new app, the Tapped?
Oh yeah, Untapped.
Yeah,
you can check us
I
out.
could have probably checked in from there. I wonder if
you could have actually, and we should do that. I did last night. I was at Thunder Canyon, and I untapped from there as well on their Warhead Stout, which was delicious.
Okay. I'm glad. Well, that'll be for another conversation, but
for another time.
We'll talk about that later.
All right. But follow us on Twitter, become a fan of us on Facebook. All of those things are where you can find us, and definitely we appreciate everyone that has been watching the videos and contributing.
Yes, we like that feedback. It's that give and take that we're looking for.
But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.